Hey, you guys, it's your girl with another nail tutorial. Today's selection is Halloween. Yes, we are going to make this it set. So let's jump into the content. All right, so let's get right into our materials that we'll be using today. So we have a lot of different things that I'm going to use to create this set. I have my clear gel polish. I have my black and white gel polish, my yellow gel polish by D&D. I have my black gel polish by D&D as well, my white snowfall. I have a Bloody Mary by iGel Beauty, and this is what we're going to use to create the blood. We got our sprinkle glitter. Yeah, you can't do no Halloween set without sprinkle glitter. We have our matte top coat as well. We have our 3D styling gel. You guys see what this does in a minute. Acetone, obviously, and our alcohol. So let's get into these nails. All right, so first thing, you pick the shape that you're going to use. We're using coffin today. And I went ahead already and painted the nails the color pattern that I wanted it to be. So just skip that step. So I used 2 coats for both colors to give it that solid color.
Okay, so we are in the process of getting our colors ready to start our nail art design. So first we're going to get the yellow out, which will be for Georgie's sweater. So then we're going to use our black ocean gel polish, which we're going to have this used for multiple purposes. We're going to use it for it and Georgie's sweater as well. Then we have our snowflake white gel polish that we're going to use to make the effects on its face. Then we have our Bloody Mary gel polish. This is what we're going to use to create our blood. Our blood, our blood, our blood. Now that we have all the colors set up, we are now going to start designing our nail. The first nail that we're going to do is it. So the materials that we'll be using for this design
would be a brush that you can use to correct any errors, your dotting tool, and a 23 milliliter art brush. And your nail art paddle. I know it doesn't look like much right now, but trust me, trust the process. When it is complete, you guys are going to see the finished result. So, right now, I am just cleaning up some of that gel polish that got a little bit out of the lines of where I was trying to make its face. So, I'm just using acetone and my little brush that I had that I showed you guys, this one right here. So I'm just using acetone and I'm just cleaning up some of the lines of where the red came out at. That's it, that's all. And then we're going to move on to the next step. There we go. We're going to clean that up just a little bit. Yep, just a little bit. That one. And then we're all set to start our next step. Boom. There you go. So I know you guys have been seeing me use this. This is my mini LED light that I use when I'm drawing designs just to cure the gel polish very quick so I can go on to the next step. But if it has a lot of gel polish that I've used, I'll just stick it in my lamp for about 5 seconds or so to make sure that it's all set. And then we move back to the design, okay? So now we are about to start filling in the features. So now we can create its mouth, okay? So I am going to grab my black gel polish with my thin pencil here, and we are going to do a smile line. Boom. Simple. Just like that, right? Smile line. And then I am going to fill this in. I'm going to fill this in with black. Okay? All right. And this is going to be the inside of his mouth. Boom. All right, so we're just going to cure this. Make sure when you're curing the gel polish that you don't cure what's on your art paddle because it's going to be hard to get that stuff off. So you just shield over it like that. It's fine. No biggie. So now I'm going to use my white gel polish. It's not that much in this bottle, so that's why I put it here. And I'm just going to create his tooth. So you can just do a small little square, give you a guideline there, and then we'll use that to close it off like that. Now, if you're attempting to do this for the first time, don't get frustrated. Just practice. Practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Me as a nail tech, a stylist, I had to mess up a lot of hair and jack up some nails to learn how to do nails and braids and stuff. So practice makes perfect, okay? So keep your confidence. Practice makes perfect. Okay, so we're just curing this and we're gonna go over his tooth one more time because I want this to be very white. At any point you feel that your polish still looks translucent, go over it. See? Just like that. So we have his tooth. So now I am going to put this in the cure for probably like a couple of seconds. And then we are going to go over his smile line one more time because the tooth made it a little thin. So we're going to make sure that it is There we go. See, that's about it. Now that we have that there, we can do its eyebrow. We can do its eyebrow now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a oval type of shape. So we're going to come over this way and we are going to do this. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to come over kind of like so. Don't worry if your lines are not straight. It's okay. It is all right. You can always go back in and fix it. You see that? You can always go back in and fix it. No biggie. So we're going to cure this again. All right. And now we're going to add a little effect to his eye. So I am going to go over this black line here on his eye. I want to make sure I got enough on it. We're going to go over it. Doesn't have to be too much, but just enough that it gives you something to work with. And we are going to use the same tool that I use to clean up the mistakes. We're going to use this to create a mistake, okay? So I am just going to grab this and dab it. That's it. I'm just dabbing it, giving that dark shade look under his eye, okay? And always make sure when you're done to clean off your brushes so that gel won't get stuck in there. So now we're going to cure this whole nail now. We're going to put it in here for 45 seconds. Now that the nail is all cured, I am going to apply the blood. So this here is just a regular nail brush that you can use to clean your nails and all that good stuff. But we're going to use it to make some blood specks. So what I'm going to do is just dip some of this in here. Boom, 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 just like that. And we're going to pat this on. And here you have it. After we dab the blood on the nail with the nail brush, this is the effect that you get. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to throw a coat of top coat on just to gloss all of this up, sealing that gel polish. Okay. We're going to cure this for 45 seconds. And there you have it. It is it. All right, so we're going to finish the rest of the set. So the next one I should do, I think I'm going to do the other it on this nail. And I'm going to speed it up since you guys synced it on the first one. We're going to speed this one up, okay? All right, now that we have completed both its, we are going to move on to Georgie. Yes, Georgie. So for Georgie, we are going to be using our 3D solid gel. 3D solid gel, and we're going to be using the yellow for Georgie's jacket, and a little bit of the red to make the outline of the balloon, and some black and the dotting tool. So let's go. So here is the 3D gel that I'm going to use to create that 3D balloon. So you can just roll this in your hand, however you see fit. And it does stick to certain materials. So make sure you have a plastic that is durable, that it will not stick to. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to smash this down. We're just going to smash it down, and we're going to use this tool here, and we're going to carve out the shape of a balloon. Not just any balloon. We're going to do that, and then we're going to have a little piece at the bottom. So this gel here, as you can see, you can just pull this out of here. It's just like that, but we only need a little piece. We only need a little piece. So I'm going to take out a little piece. I think that's a little too much, so I'm going to put some back. I'm going to take a little piece out and roll it in my hand. Close that back up, and we're going to throw it on here. So basically what we're doing right now, we're just molding a balloon. I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but you'll be able to see it as soon as I put it on the nail, okay? So I'm just carving out the balloon shape, and it has a little indent at the bottom for the insertion where the air goes. So we're going to make sure that we make that little piece as well. And once we do that, we should be able to come right up. As you guys can see, I'm just lightly pulling this up because this gel is very, very movable. It can move and do all types of stuff. So I'm going to take it off of there and put it in my hand so you guys can see it a little better. I don't want to mess up the shape, but as you guys can see, this is the balloon. This is the balloon. I'm going to put it on the nail, but first I want the nails to have a matted background. So we're going to use this matte top coat, and we are going to paint these nails matte so it won't have that gloss. It'll have more of a distorted background. So we're going to paint this like that, and we're going to apply this to all 3 black nails. You don't really need a lot of this product. You just need a thin coat just to go over the gloss, because the more you use, obviously, the longer time frame you need to cure it. And I know you see that I have that little glitter on that nail, but it doesn't matter because we're going to cover that anyway. So we have it with the top, with the matted top coat. So now we're going to put it in the machine for about 45 seconds. Let that do what it do. Okay, as you guys can see, it's this is matte. If you never seen a matted nail, it takes the gloss out of the nail. Okay, so now that we have that done, now we can apply our balloon. So I'm gonna gently pull. Pulling it off a little bit harder than usual. So we're gonna pull this off of here delicately, because I'm probably gonna have to shape it again, but I just want to pull it off of there, okay? So I got it off of there. We're going to put it on our nail because we're going to put the balloon right here. Boom. right there. So this is where the balloon is going to sit. As you guys can see, I need to fix it again because pulling it off of the thing over there messed it up. So we're just going to reshape this balloon. Don't worry about if you get your fingerprints and all that over it because you're going to paint over it anyway. So you'll be fine. So we're going to mold this back to what we had it, or the shape that we had it. Okay, so you guys see that we have our balloon in the shape of what it needs to be in. So now we are going to cure this. We're going to cure it and make it solid. While we're waiting on that to cure, we're going to go ahead and finish off the nails on this side with just some blood. That's it. So we're just going to throw some blood in, boop, just like that. Make it all bloody, all bloody. Just like that. You see? We're going to do the same with the pinky nail. So I'm going to add a little bit more blood here because obviously we're going to need some red for when we paint Georgie's balloon. But just going to get some more red, just a little bit, and there you go. Throw some blood on it. I know you probably seen other ways to make blood, but I said this is the easiest way for me that I seen. So to each his own. If you find another way, go for it. Go for it. But this is my way. So that's that. Okay, so the balloon is dry. It's dry, it's dry, it's dry. And it is hard. So now we can paint our balloon. We are going to use our smaller art brush, which is a 9mm, and we're just going to grab it and just put some red gel polish all over it. All over it. We're creating that red balloon that Georgie was holding before he got snatched. Alright, so I painted the first coat on it. I'm going to cure this for 45 seconds and then I'm going to do another coat because I want that balloon to be fully red. But in the process, or in the meantime of that, I am going to add some more blood. Add some more blood to our nails. guess I can let that cure as well. Now we're going to apply that second coat to the balloon. And this time when we apply the second coat, we are going to throw some glitter on top of it. What is a balloon? Or no, what is a Halloween nail set without any glam and glitter? So we are going to throw some glitter on here and get it all scriptsy. I don't even know if that's a word, but I'm using it. I don't know about you, but this is soothing to me. This eases my spirit. Just sitting here being able to design something and just create, just see a creation come to life, you know? Okay, so we have it painted. Here you have it, you guys. So we applied that last coat of red over the balloon, and we just sprinkled some red glitter over it and shook that off and cured it. So now what we're going to do is just go in and take off any of the rest of the excess glitter that might be on the nail, that might be on this nail. So once we start painting Georgie, we won't have any other glitter on here. But can you see the balloon is giving glamour, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay? So now it's time for Georgie. It is time for Georgie. So we are going to clean off our 9mm art brush. We are going to come in with a yellow, and we're just going to draw a guideline first. This is our guideline where George used to sit in the middle of the nail. And then I'm going to draw a triangle shape for Georgie's shoulders, which will curve out in a minute. And then I'm going to draw a small little line here for Georgie's head. So it's basically going to get rounded out once I finish drawing these guidelines. So as you guys can see, I have drew Georgie's body. So now I'm just going to refine these lines so we can start filling it in, okay? So we're going to start filling it in. I feel Georgie's head can be a bit bigger than this. So we're going to go a little bit more outward on this. Just a little bit more. There we go. Go a little bit more outward on this. And then we're going to fill in the rest. Okay. I am going to put a second coat over this because this yellow is very translucent and I want a solid yellow color for Georgie's jacket. Okay, so there's the yellow blob. So we're going to cure this yellow blob for 45 seconds and then we're going to come back and finish him. Okay. I'm going to go over Georgie again just to make sure that yellow is solid, so you won't see that black background in the back. So yes. To any of my Halloween followers, happy pre-Halloween. If you love this content that I am doing, you know what you can do. Like, share, and subscribe this video. Comment if there's anything that you want to see me do. Shoot it in the comments. I'm very creative. I definitely can draw my butt off. Gifted. Because I'm left-handed. You know how that goes. Any left-handers out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. We're gifted in all traits and all of that good stuff. So follow, like, share, and subscribe to this content. If you like anything that I'm doing or you want to see me do another character or any of that, comment what it is and we can definitely make that set happen. And just to let you guys know, I do sell these sets on Etsy. I have linked the URL in the comments for you guys to see. And I put it on the video for you guys to see. I sell all my press-on sets on Etsy. You can find me at iamthehairmessiah.com. And I have a lot of good characteristic nail sets and other things on there that you might want to check out. So please don't forget to do that. Okay, so now that we have Georgie all painted, we are going to start putting his graphics in for his sweater. So yeah, of course we got to put the little lines in for his arms and the hoodie entrance for his head. You know what? I feel like that's a little too close to his face, so I am going to remove that. I can just remove that with acetone in my brush. You see how easy that was? Now I can go back in and redo it. Never feel that something is stuck. You can always change it. Okay? So there is Georgie. So now that we have Georgie, we have to do two more things. Two more things. This balloon is not floating alone by itself, right? We need to create a string. We need to create a string for Georgie's balloon. Yes. So it can just be a little line, squiggly, 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 squiggly line. Boom, there you go. And if you want to make it a little bit thicker than that, you can. That just shows that Georgie's balloon is not floating by itself. Okay? And now the last step would be to create the word it. So I'm using my 23 millimeter brush because I feel like it gives me more finer lines to do what I need to do when it comes to writing letters. So the first thing that I'm going to do is start with the T. So obviously, if you guys remember the movie It, the words were very elongated. You heard me? Elongated. So we are going to make this It word seem very, very long. So, and we're going to give it a squiggly feel just like we did the string. So we're going to just, I feel like I need some more blood gel polish, which I do. Probably don't need that much because we're only doing 2 words, but that should be enough. I think I'm going to do a tutorial of an all blood nail. Just looking at that, I know that's off the subject, but that red is very popping. It's popping. Sorry. Go back to the content. So we are creating the it word. So I have wrote the top part of the T. Now it is time to do the stem. And as you guys can see, I'm just moving this brush back and forth to give it that squiggly feel, like blood is dripping. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but the other side is just the eye. So you can just go straight down and that'll be the end of that. But you want to make sure this is even because symmetry is, you want to make sure this is even when you're doing this because symmetry is everything. Symmetry is everything. You hear me? Okay, so we have the word it. Okay, and I think that this set is complete. What I am going to do is I am going to cure this for 45 minutes. We're going to cure the whole set, and then we are going to spray it down with some alcohol. If you guys do not know what alcohol does to cure gel, they have certain gel. Here goes an example. They have certain gel that's a no wipe, means that you don't have to wipe it after you cure it. And then you have gel polish that you do have to wipe after you cure it. So a lot of gel colors are, you have to wipe it. The only ones that kind of come in no wipe are like clears, base, matte top coats, and you got some different type of brands that's starting to sell it where you don't have to spray it down. But what the alcohol does is it just sets the spray. I mean, sets the gel. I'm sorry. So you just can spray it on here like that, and it's just gonna set it. And sometimes they tell you to wipe it down with a cotton ball. I have you see fit, but I got this small one, so I can just wipe it down, and it's just wiping the excess of the alcohol off. But yeah, I mean, it's drying that gel polish that you just put down, basically, and it's making it to where it won't smudge, and it's on the nail. Okay, so here you guys have it, our it set for Halloween. If you guys like the content that I am giving out, or you like this set that I just created, this will be available for purchase. You will be able to purchase it. This set comes in all lengths and sizes. Now, remember, the shorter your nails is, the less design that you get. So remember that when you want to get these type of designs on your nails. Now remember, the longer your nails is, I can add a lot more to it and make it look real good, real good. So just keep that in mind when you're ordering these sets on my site. But thank you for tuning in. Subscribe, and chat with you later. Until next time. Psych, I'm back. I just wanted to show you guys both sets, both of the fingers together. Is it giving it or no? Is it or is it not? Let me know in the comments. And again, thank you for watching. Subscribe. Until next time.